catch me if I fall.
Champions of Southeast Asia. The USA against Vietnam kicks off shortly. The proudest of proud moments for the champions of Southeast Asia. The USA against Vietnam kicks off shortly. So the players greet each other on a cooling afternoon now after a glorious morning. So the players greet each other on a cooling afternoon now after a glorious morning. It is definitely a day for hoodies for those who aren't running around on this wonderful playing surface at Eden Park. Great excitement amongst both sets of supporters, breaking new ground. Vietnam, the United States have done it all many times before. A picture to be treasured there, and certainly one to be treasured here as they do this for the first time on on this stage. So you can sense the excitement amongst both sets of players here. Another World Cup campaign for the United States, their 9th, the first for Vietnam. Can the USA become the first nation to win this tournament 3 times running? Our Moroccan referee, Boucha Karboui, in 2020 became the first woman to referee a match in the first division of the Moroccan's Men's League. So let's have a look at the 2 teams then. First, the United States in goal, Alyssa Neyer. At the back in front of her, Julie Ertz is preferred to Alana Cook. In midfield, get this, a first ever US appearance for Savannah de Melo, a debut in a World Cup. That's never happened to a USA player before. Trinity Rodman gets the nod to support Alex Morgan. That's how they will line up under coach Vlatko Andonovski. For the Vietnamese, it is Kim Tan in goal. In defence, Tu Tao and Thi Chu are clubmates at Ho Chi Minh City. It's a line of 5 in defence with 4 in midfield, including Big Tui, who scored the goal that got Vietnam to these finals. Up front, Hoi Young Nhu plays her club football in Portugal, scorer of 7 goals in the season just finished for top flight Villavidense. Final moments before the first game in Group E. The United States in the white jerseys, Vietnam in the red. And we're underway, with Vietnam kicking from right to left in the first 45 minutes against the USA. It's Ertz with the forward ball, flicked into the path of Trinity Rodman. Rodman sent to ground, but no foul in the opinion of the referee, who is now just going to check on Trinity Rodman, who has got the nod. She scored both goals in the United States' last warm-up friendly before these finals in a 2-0 victory over Wales. And here, Thi Chu made the challenge. Didn't get much of the ball. Coach Vlatko Andonovski, born in North Macedonia, but a United States citizen for almost a decade now. And a little concern here for Trinity Rodman, the 21-year-old, with a famous surname from her famous dad. Might have just extended the outside of that right knee, you know. That could be quite a painful and concerning injury. Well, the face of the World Cup 4 years ago in France, Megan Rapinoe, is stretching already for the United States. As she does get on today, it'll be her 200th appearance for her country. But she will not want to come on under these circumstances so early in the game. You can see the concern and the delight from those US fans as Rodman is able to at least get to her feet. The stretcher is not required. And play will restart. Emily Fox with this throw-in for the United States. Choi Jung got a foot in for Vietnam, and that is going to be a free kick, as Savannah de Melo, making her debut in this game, was tripped Andy Sullivan takes the free kick and takes it to Naomi Gurma. That's a good ball forward from Naomi Gurma. Sent back into the middle. There's a chance for Alex Morgan if she can bring it down. The shot was blocked. The follow-up is high and over the top of the crossbar from Sullivan. Best chance was Morgan's, really. Would have been a very marginal offside decision had this ended up in the back of the net. It fell to Morgan, worked it onto her right boot, just too many red shirts in the way. And that's another free kick. Lindsay Horan picking herself up. It's a no-nonsense approach from Vietnam in the first 4 minutes. So another free kick. A little bit of backspin on that ball, which is flicked on in wide of the post, not too far wide. Julie Ertz does have 20 international goals to her name. Playing in defence today, but can play midfield. She scored in the last World Cup finals in France in a 3-0 victory over Chile. To Edzung. For the first time, a free kick to Vietnam. T2 to take this. Long enough to reach Ho Young-New, who was hoping it might come her way. That's a good intervention. Very strong Ti Chow to win that ball. De Mello is okay, it's a throw-in only. Fox. Gurma. Well read to Edzung. Defensive header was a good one, but it's picked up. Excellent save. Kim Tan with the save to deny Lindsay Horan. So it wouldn't have counted. I think a foul given there in the jump against Trinity Rodman. Lindsay Horan took it up. It's a good save. But the free kick had already been awarded against Rodman. Cleared away by Tu Chuyun. This is Thiluan. Ertz header. Back in by Tao. Play on, says the referee, and that's fair enough. The ball has gone out of play, and it's going to be a throw into Vietnam. Lai Duc-Chung has been in charge of this side for 6 years now. Former Vietnamese international himself. Thiluan with the throw, which was picked off for the United States by Savannah de Melo. Well taken down. Vic Tui's touch couldn't find a colleague, however. Lindsay Horan here. Good foray forward that from Crystal Dunn. Germer. Dunn is available down the touchline. Instead came inside, was dealt with by Zio Mi. It's for Germer. Alex Morgan is in the middle, hoping a cross might come in from Crystal Dunn. It's a little bit deeper than Morgan, was brought down by Tue Jung. One back for the United States. Here's Emily Fox. Fox with the cross. There's a bump on the edge of the penalty area, which the referee didn't take exception to. Lindsay Horan. Free kick given against Ho Young Nhu, who is the only member of this Vietnamese squad who doesn't play their football in the domestic Vietnamese league. Naomi Germer finding Crystal Dunn. And that'll be a goal kick, is it? Well, the Moroccan referee here has said a corner, Bouchra Karboui, and she's changed her mind, and I think that has to be the right decision. I think she got the call from Fahita Jamumi, her assistant referee on this near side, that had come off the United States player last. Fox with the throw, Morgan with the flick, cleared away by Zio Mi towards Ho Young Nhu. Ertz dealing with it. Out of play by Thiluan. And Morgan beaten off the ball well. Thiluan's clearance is collected by Sullivan. Germer, Sullivan. Dunn. Preston pressed hard and pressed well by Chu Tao. Now Crystal Dunn can't quite reach it, gave up the chase. Won the CONCACAF Championship Women's Gold Cup last year, the United States, under Vlatko Andonovski's care. Kept him well by Chu Tao. Thiluan. Nicely done, very confident. Rodman. Oh, lovely little flick. Chance for Smith. And she takes it. Sophia Smith with the United States' first goal of this championship. It won't be their last. The 22-year-old who was named the Player of the Year in US soccer last year drives past Kim Tan, and it's the United States 1, Vietnam 0. Her first appearance in a World Cup finals. Marks it with a goal. Crystal Dunn with the throw-in. Here's Julie Ertz. Rodman. 4 in the middle, well claimed. Kim Tan. Played onside Rodman by Tu Cheung in the middle. Tu Zong has lost it. That's a challenge and a half. Ti Tao winning the ball comprehensively from Savannah de Mello. Great moment for her. The goal coming in the 11th minute of the game. It is the earliest so far in these FIFA World Cup finals. The earliest previously was scored yesterday for Spain. It was the Del Campo own goal in the 21st minute of their game in Wellington. Ertz, Fox. There was a shot on there. Fox, she didn't want to take it on her left foot. Tried to squeeze it through. Jabbed away by T2 on the edge of the Vietnamese penalty area. And well won. Now they'll break. Crowd roaring them forward. Big Tui ran out of legs in the end, but she did manage to find Ho Young Nhu. Here's Big Tui again. Fox. Just seemed to lose sight of that, Crystal Dunn. It's a smart finish. That's the touch that really set it up, the little flick from de Mello beautifully into Smith's path. Listener in the United States goal, edging towards a century of appearances for her country. They only conceded 3 goals in winning the World Cup 4 years ago. Ertz ball collected by Rodman. Rodman taking on Tutung, and the shot is gathered and gathered well. Savannah de Mello thought she might be in for a debut goal there for a minute. Kim Tan with the save. Rodman. Haran. Rodman. Getting the better of Thiluan. Has support from Fox. Fox trying to jab it through. It was a nice idea. Ball given away rather carelessly by the United States, Andy Sullivan, and the free kick to Vietnam is the result. Xiaomi. T2. T-Tao back into T2. Here is Thiluan. T-Tao just about kept in play by Tue Jung. Heavy touch by Haran. T2 with a half clearance, which has ricocheted back into the United States, and Sophia Smith was trying to wriggle through again. Crystal Dunn now. Julie Ertz. Rodman kept the ball in play, and the shot from De Mello took a deflection and was cleared from almost off the line. Fox then with a shot which deflects, hit Rodman, who was standing in an offside position, but this was the opportunity for the second goal. Rodman did well to keep this in. I think Vietnam thought it was heading behind. It wasn't, and when it was hit by De Mello, it hit the back of Tu Trung. This free kick for offside against Rodman. T2 to take. Ertz sending it straight back from whence it came. Alex Morgan with a poor touch, really. Tao. It's a foul. Done, foul by Big Tui. Vietnam have been here for a while. Played in Napier, a friendly against the host country New Zealand, which the Kiwis, the Football Ferns, won 2-0. And then played a behind closed door friendly against Spain, in which they were heavily beaten 9-0. But you only have to go back to June to find a defeat, albeit it was a defeat, but only 2-1 they lost to Germany in a friendly, Vietnam. We're hoping to recreate the stubbornness of that performance. That was in Germany as well. Alex Morgan will get onto this. Horan's burst into the penalty area. Just about kept away from De Mello. Karan wanted it, instead Ertz gave it to Germa. Tutau. Ho Young-Yu battling hard for it and winning the free kick. This Vietnamese side has won the last 4 Southeast Asian Championships. Their best in the Asian Cup as a quarter-final in 2022, which served as a qualifying competition for this FIFA Women's World Cup. That's going to be a throw in to Vietnam. Their quarter-final berth, they lost that game to China in a game played in India, but that was enough for them to then enter a playoff competition in which they beat Thailand and Chinese Taipei to book their place in these finals. That's given away carelessly. The flick was needless and the shot is deflected as Smith hit it. Cannoned into T2. It's going to be a corner kick to the United States. Actually the first corner of the game. Referee's just going to have a word with Alex Morgan here, so just watch yourself. Make contact with the goalkeeper. I'll probably give a free kick against you. I think that's the message. De Mello's going to take this corner kick. Retrieved by Rodman, played back to Dunn. Rodman. Past one challenge, not past the second. Tu Chung with the clearance. And you may well recall that in France 4 years ago, the United States broke a goal-scoring record in their opening game of the tournament against Thailand, winning that game by 13 goals to 0. And there was some predicting that that record could be under threat today. But it's been a stubborn and organised Vietnam so far, albeit that they trail only by 1-0, 26 played. Haran. Rodman. Good feet by Germ. Dunn. And Dunn won't reach that. If you're sitting in the right place of this stadium, you could get a suntan today. Tutuan with the clearance away downfield. Haran. Smith with the flick on, collected by De Mello. Morgan, tight angle, just wide. Onside. Off target. If Alex Morgan scores another goal in World Cup final football, it will be her 10th. taking her above Carly Lloyd, and behind for the United States only Michelle Akers and Abby Wambach. Oh, that's a great ball. Morgan, good goalkeeping. The offside flag has actually gone up. Alex Morgan had gone slightly too soon. It's a lovely ball, well disguised actually as well. But Morgan had just broken that line and Kim Tan made the save anyway. Good decision by the referee's assistant. Xiaomi. Ertz. Germa. It's hammered into Haran. Cleared away by Xiaomi. Germa. Free kick is given. Healing with the challenge. Approaching the half-hour mark, as you can see. No one would be surprised by the fact that the United States are leading after 30 minutes. It's too close to the goalkeeper, who came into the crowd and got away with the fumble, which wasn't easy. There were a lot of players standing in front of her. Here is Emily Fox. Fox, that's a good ball. Ertz is still up there. It's punched away by Kim Tan and fired wide by Haran. Two or three efforts now just off target from Lindsay Haran. Just pulled it, really. It's a foul against Emily Fox and Choi Zhong. Free kick driven forward by Titu. Healing was beaten in the air. Tutung forward. Ertz with the volley clearance. Tutung there again on the half volley. Nicely brought down by Haran, getting away from the challenge of Ti Tao. Good ball as well. Smith. Morgan and Rodman in the middle, joined by De Mello and Haran. Cross never got there though. Nicely done, Smith. Leaning back as she tried to poke that goalwards. Actually, a claim for a corner, with the benefit of that replay, looks like it might have been a legitimate one of Xiaomi. Xiaomi, healing. Tutao. Haran. Morgan and Rodman are in the middle. And well, she's won the corner, Sophia Smith. Just touching it off Xiaomi. Not much more than 10 minutes of this first half to play. This is only the second corner that the United States have had. They've had only 2 attempts on goal, one of them into the back of the net. In goes that corner kick. Goalkeeper decides to stay, and, well, amidst the melee, she lost the ball. There weren't really any white shirts around Kim Tan. Play goes on. Julia Ertz has picked herself up. She was clattered in the goal mouth. And Naomi Girma, missing her central defensive partner with Ertz still trotting back, has to put the ball out to play for a Vietnamese throw-in, which is quickly taken, and Emily Fox concedes another. Ertz just has a problem here. She mistimed the header, really. Well, it just gives the players an opportunity to take on board some water and some advice. And Vlatko Andonovski looks like he's giving out plenty of the latter. Through the legs of Kim Tan from Sophia Smith, but the floodgates have not opened. That goal coming in the 11th minute. It remains the only goal of the game so far. This is okay, might have ball. She mistimed the header, came off a forward, straight into the turf and back into her face. Problem with a little bit of blurry vision maybe at the moment. Tutao forward, lovely turn by Ho Young-New. They enjoyed that. Tutao, Ho Young-New again. And miss hit by Chi-Chao. Collected though here by Tuejung, or by Tilo Anna, beg her pardon. Tidied up by Emily Fox. Just for a moment, then the Vietnamese supporters thought Ho Young-New might cut that out. Tutao. Just a little too aggressive for the liking of Bushra Kabui. Ertz to Fox. It's a very tough group, this Group E. The United States will face Netherlands, who you'll recall they beat in the final of the 2019 edition of the World Cup in Lyon, and also Portugal, who have been in good shape over the last year or so. This is comfortably, on paper, the easiest of the United States' 3 group matches, if they were looking to set down a marker as well as just collect 3 points. Well, so far it's not mission accomplished. Ertz to Girma. Morgan, not quite. Been lots of debate about whether this squad is as strong as previous US squads. There was some alarm back in October and November of last year when they lost 3 consecutive matches, which is practically unheard of, losing to England, Spain and Germany in successive games. Here's Rodman. Rodman's ball in is a good one. Good turn by Morgan, back to Rodman. Rodman goes to ground. Referee's had a close look at that and didn't see anything wrong with it. Thiluan made the challenge on Rodman. You can hear that some of the United States supporters felt that that was a foul. Bushra Kabui didn't. There is a check going on, however. Ivana Martincic is looking at this, the Croatian video assistant referee. He's still pausing. Oh, he's going to go and have a look. Bushra Kabui has been asked to go and look at this by Ivana Martincic. Well, she didn't get any of the ball. Rodman planted her foot. Left foot goes down there into that of Thiluan, and then Thiluan's left foot and right foot sort of move in a scissor action. I wouldn't be surprised if the referee from Morocco decides to award this penalty kick. We've had a penalty in all 5 World Cup final matches so far. This could be the 6th. 4 years ago, there were a record 26 penalties awarded in France. If this is given, we're already nearly a quarter of the way to that total. This is game 6. It's a long discussion going on. We will be able to hear what Bushra Kabui has decided once she has decided it. Here we go.
After on-field review, the final decision is penalty kick for USA.
Penalty is awarded. Thiluan's challenge on Trinity Rodman brings the United States the penalty. And it's going to be Alex Morgan to take it. And if this goes in, it will be her 10th goal in Women's World Cup finals football. The other 5 penalties in this tournament, by the way. 2 scored, 3 missed. Alex Morgan facing Kim Tan. Kim Tan, the Vietnamese players, for saving the Alex Morgan penalty. Do you know what? I wonder whether the bench are feeling that there might be a penalty for what happened after the save. Let's look. Kim Tan with the save. Now, is that then a penalty on Morgan in the follow-up? It's a poor penalty, it really is. But was Morgan then fouled when it came back to her? Straight down the middle, it's a rotten penalty. But look at this. Morgan is hurt and needs treatment. It remains 1-0. Alex Morgan remains on 9 goals in World Cup finals football. Kim Tan, the Vietnamese hero. And play is going to restart with a goal kick. And you can hear the cheers from the Vietnamese supporters. The United States have a throw-in. Emily Fox is going to take it. Minimum of 8 added minutes at the end of the half for that lengthy VAR review. The United States are down to 10 at the moment whilst they're waiting for Alex Morgan to come back on. You can see her there wearing number 13 off the field of play. This is collected by Big Tui, sending it wide to Healing. Alex Morgan is now back on the pitch, and Vietnam have a free kick for a foul on Big Tui. And she'll remember that. Kim Tan, the day she saved a penalty from the great Alex Morgan in the World Cup. Ooh, a bit of a misunderstanding there. Germa was leaving it for Naya, and Ertz decided, because the ball was only edging its way towards her goalkeeper, that she'd better deal with it. Smith to Horan. Smith. Rodman's in a great position if Smith can find her. Took a little bit too long to try and get the ball into the box. Jiamir with the clearance to Hoi Young-Yu, beaten by Germa. The referee has spotted a foul. Free kick USA, Andy Sullivan to take it. Dunn, Fox. Two chasing her here. It's in a bit of bother here, Fox. Big Tui is closing it down. Tuet-Chung likewise. Fox got out of the hole quite adroitly, but then Ti Chow stepped into her path. Well, we saw Christine Sinclair miss a penalty for Canada the other day, missing the chance to score her 11th goal in World Cup finals football and to become the first person to score in 6 editions. And Alex Morgan missing for the United States the opportunity to go into double figures of World Cup final goals. You would not have predicted that either of those two players would be missing from the penalty spot. That's played through to Dunn. Dunn forward into Smith. Smith's cross deflected behind. It's a corner. Kim Tan was flying. Not too sure whether the ball was going to go to the right of the post or the left of the post as it flicked off the defender. It's a corner kick. The tournament's all-time record goal scorer, Marta, with 17 in World Cup history. Still with Brazil, they're in action on Monday. Here's a chance for Haran, and the little flick, and blocked almost on the line. And they survive again. Two towers in the right place at the right time. At times there's been a little bit of good fortune about the way Vietnam have kept the ball out, but they've also been extremely organised, tenacious and disciplined. Stopwatch in hand from Mai Duk Chung. It will say that we are seconds away from moving into the 6th of 8, a minimum of 8 added minutes. Smith, good block. Ertz. Crystal Dunn. Naomi Girma. Alyssa Naya in the US goal has been a spectator for much of the game. That's a good-looking ball by Girma. Fox tried to find De Mello, who was well cut out by Chue Jung. Savannah De Mello. Nice reverse angle on the pass, finding Fox. Fox into the penalty area. Haran has won a corner. The Vietnamese are pretty eager to hear the half-time whistle at the moment. Jiu Mi putting it behind for this corner kick to the United States, their 4th of the game. Fox. Sullivan to Girma. Girma toward Ertz, pushed away. Smith with the shot back in, and it's gone all the way through. The flag's up on this near side, it's not going to count. She thought she got another. It's offside. As they've just found out. There. Very, very good decision that is, because Alex Morgan is just offside as she went to compete for the header with Kim Tan. Fatia Jamumi, the referee's assistant on this near side, raised her flag, and though there is a VAR check to just ensure the veracity of that decision, there she is. I think she's got 2 or 3 things absolutely spot on, Fatia Jamumi, and I think that's one of them. But the semi-automatic offside technology will determine for sure
After the factual review, the final decision, it's goal for USA. No offside.
Goal stands. The goal stands. Sophia Smith has two, as do the United States. It's the defender's left boot, I think. It is the left boot of Tutung, which was just behind the shoulder of Alex Morgan. You see what a tight call that is. And with that decision, the United States' Sophia Smith is now the top scorer at these World Cup finals on 2. Germa. A chance for Chi Tao here for Vietnam, looking for Ho Young Nhu. Good pace by Germa. Alyssa Nair with the clearance, brought down by Rodman. Won by Tuedzung. T2's given the ball away. Rodman. Free kick for a foul by Chi Tao on Rodman. Well, that's why they always say a minimum when they show how much added time there's going to be. We're way past the 8. Juliet's with a free kick. Haran. Morgan couldn't quite get there, Kim Tan did. And a dramatic first half comes to an end with the United States leading by 2-0. Sophia Smith has them both, the second after a lengthy VAR review, after it was initially ruled out for offside against Alex Morgan, who has also seen a penalty kick saved by Kim Tan in the Vietnamese goal. Half-time in Auckland as Group E kicks off. It's the United States 2, it's Vietnam 0.
Steve Wilson, thank you very much indeed. I'm still joined in the studio by Anita and Fern. And now, if you hadn't seen the match, 2-0 is probably a scoreline that you would possibly expect, but there was so much incident in that, and, you know, we'll go into that in a moment. But the USA are ahead, and as I say, it's not a surprise.
No, we expected USA to score goals, I think, in this game, but a lot of credit has to go to Vietnam because they started off the game really well, organised, dogged defending, very diligent. They got 2-3 players behind the ball, you know, to defend in their half, and they worked together in coordinated pressing game. So it was good to watch, I think.
Yeah, and we said, didn't we, like, they're not scared to play out against the USA team as well. Like, they're playing from the goalkeeper, they're trying to draw them in. And actually, we've seen a couple of times where they've got in USA's half and kind of run out of steam towards the end, but they're really trying to take the game to the American side. So all credit to them because they've actually had a fantastic first half. Yeah,
they're really organised, aren't they? I mean, that's clearly the game plan going into this, to stop that front line or anyone who tries to pepper their attack. And in the combination of the goalkeeper and that defence, they've done their job pretty well.
Yeah, I think Kim Tan has been superb, the goalkeeper. You know, she is constantly alert to the threats. You know, you've got Alex Morgan, you've got Trinity Rodman, Sophia Smith constantly applying pressure, and she's ready to just pounce on every ball. And for a goalkeeper that's not quite big in stature, she's made a lot of good saves.
She has, and she's come and cleared and punched everything that's in the air as well. So, yeah, credit to her. They're really hanging in there.
Yeah, they really are. I've really enjoyed watching Kim Tan, actually. But she wasn't so lucky in the first goal. Sophia Smith, someone we would have looked at previously. She's a real star of this American side, isn't she? She got the first goal in. It was after 14 minutes, this one, Anita.
Yeah, but it was a lovely ball initially from Haran into De Mello, who has that bit of ingenuity to just flick that ball into the path of Sophia Smith, and what a lovely finish that is. And it took kind of that individual skill, I think, to break that deadlock because of the organisation of Vietnam.
It did. It was that individual brilliance they needed in that first half a little bit, America. It wasn't quite flowing. It wasn't so fluid as they were trying to play through the thirds. At times, you had the USA front line. There were 6 of them lining across because they're all hanging about waiting to get up the, up in the final third. But as I say, it wasn't quite flowing, whereas that individual brilliance from Sophia Smith there was, it was a great finish.
Yeah, exactly. OK, well, let's talk about the penalty that was awarded. There was so much incident going into this because it took so long to award it. From this point onwards, first of all, do you think it's a penalty? I mean, from this point onwards, it took 3 minutes for the referee to decide this. She went to the screen in the end. It looked pretty obvious, Anita.
Yeah, both Fern and I were looking at this going, why is it taking so long? It took an unusual amount of time because it seemed quite clear-cut. The trailing leg of Kim Tun there, she just catches her in a sort of scissor-like action, and, for me, it was a straight penalty.
Yeah, same for me. It was a stonewall penalty, and then obviously, as you see, Alex Morgan steps up to take the penalty, and it's lackadaisy, it's straight down the middle. Kim Tan does very well in the goal, and then for the follow-up, I felt Alex Morgan could have done better there, to be honest. She kind of holds back and then is slow to react, and actually it would have been a simple tap-in for her, but that was kind of the story of the first half a little bit for America. I thought, they could have been a little bit more punchy with their finishes. Yeah. They've had a lot of chances on goal, haven't been clinical, and as we say, credit to Vietnam, but actually with America, I think they could have been a little bit more clinical and cute.
A goal that looked like it was going to be disallowed, and in the end, it was given. Sophia Smith, once again. What did you make of this one, Fern? Was it, you thought it was onside, didn't you?
Yeah, it got called offside and disallowed. Obviously, Kim Tan does really well here for the punch, and then Sophia Smith follows up with the shot. And for me, I think I said straight away, I actually think she's onside there, Alex Morgan. You can see she's in line. I think the defender's back foot is just playing her onside there. And as I say, goalkeeper comes, but Sophia Smith is first to react there, leaves the goalkeeper completely unsighted. As you can see here, she can't quite see, goes through her legs, unfortunately, given the, the really good performance she's had in the first half.
Well, she's certainly been tipped as one of the big stars, hasn't she? We can head to New Zealand now. Let's find out what's going on in the press box out there. We've got the senior writer for The Athletic, Meg Linehan, who joins us now. Hi there, Meg. How are you doing? What is the atmosphere like, actually? Does it feel like a World Cup? Does it feel like the world champions are in town?
Very, very much so. It is very loud in here. The music just stopped during halftime, so I can actually hear you pretty well, but it has been very pro-USA crowd. We actually have a great contingent of Vietnam fans, though, right behind us here in the press box. So a little bit both ways, but it really feels like a World Cup opener here.
Oh, that's fantastic to hear. And what have you made of this performance so far? As we've been saying here with Fern and Anita, it's been incident-packed. Not necessarily an easy path, but the USA are 2-0 up.
Yes. It has felt obviously very physical game. A little nervy at the start. Trinity Rodman to get that. Feels like second half will, I think, change very drastically in the USA's favor.
Yeah, Meg, thank you so much. We're having a little bit of trouble with the with the line there, but we will come and talk to you later on into the show, I'm sure. OK, well, there is, of course, plenty more live Women's World Cup football to be enjoyed on the BBC later today as another tournament debutant, Zambia, playing their first ever World Cup game. That one's against Japan. You can catch it on BBC Two from 7:45 a.m. and on BBC One on Sunday. We have Diamond League athletics for you from 1:15. And as always, there is plenty more for you here on the BBC.
We've got 2 weeks left. We don't want no drama, so you boys, you've got a surprise coming. A new arrival. Moonbay. Hold up. When I leave here, we ain't never coming back. You shot a lot.
Man Like Mo Bean. Watch on BBC iPlayer.
OK, we're going to keep with the atmosphere in the Southern Hemisphere now, because we're going to move from Auckland to Brisbane, where our reporter Joe Curry is there for us.
Well, good morning from day 3 of the World Cup Down Under, the day that England finally get their campaign underway against Haiti this evening. Well, who better to talk us through the tournament as a whole and England's chances than former Matilda and current delegate to Team Australia, Alicia Ferguson. Ish, thank you so much for joining us. I know you're all about Team Australia, but we're going to start by talking about the Lionesses. Starting their campaign against Haiti, this is a team they shouldn't just be beating, surely, but beating comfortably.
Yeah, everyone expects them to get off to a good start against Haiti. I think, you know, the big question is about scoring goals with the Lionesses, isn't it? They've struggled to score goals. They've got the opportunity to do that tonight. And I think that's what they'll be looking at. Actually, even just converting chances. You know, I've heard and spoken to a few people who have been in the opposition camps. And, you know, they're creating chances. It's just that clinical finishing that maybe they're lacking at the moment.
One of the big talking points for those in the English press is who's going to start up top. Most are saying it's going to be between Rachel Daly and Alessia Russo. As someone who's covered the WSL this season, who do you think would get the nod?
I think both are amazing options. They bring something a little bit different, don't they? But I guess in a game like this, you know, I'm thinking more of Rachel Daly to start. I think Alessia Russo has proven that she's a game changer coming off the bench, as she did in the Euros. I think she'll be a bit frustrated that now Ellen White stepped away and she's, you know, now competing with Rachel Daly. And she's had an amazing WSL season as well. But that's the great thing about Serena Wiegmann. It's about the whole squad, isn't it? And you have to buy into that. And it's about the whole feeling and supporting the people that start. But, you know, both are great options.
This is the first tournament where England are coming in as defending European champions. People are saying that there's a bigger target on their back. But are people talking about England as potential contenders?
No, which surprises me. No, honestly, it really surprises me. And maybe because everything's so Australian-centric over here, isn't it? But I think that's good for them, though, because it's really difficult. It's difficult to back things up. It's harder to be the chased than the one that's chasing. I always feel that. And America have done it for years and years. They find it really good to be the one that everyone's chasing. But it's a difficult mindset to maintain because you've always got to be up. Like, everyone's out to get you. But I think, you know, being here and going to be based on the Central Coast and away from everything, I think is a good thing for the Lionesses. And, you know, they've got a great opportunity to just maybe kind of fly under the radar a little bit and get off to a really good start tonight in Brizzy.
Well, someone who's not flying under the radar at the moment is Sam Kerr. If you believe the headlines, it's a catastrophe that she has picked up an injury which will rule her out for at least the first 2 games. How big a problem is this for the Matildas?
Definitely not a catastrophe. And look, Sam herself, this is the measure of our captain and how mature she is. She didn't want to make it about herself. And I know there's been some talk about people not knowing and us keeping it a secret, but Sam also knows that we've got 22 other players that are very capable of winning games and not making it about her and not making it a big deal. She's doing her rehab, she's getting amongst it. You know, obviously it sucks and it's not great that she's not playing, but we've got great players. You know, Caitlin Ford steps into that role up front. Mary Fowler as well. We've got really good attacking players, and I think that's something that Tony Gustafsson's brought and made sure that we improved our depth going into this tournament.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. If you look at where the routes take us through to the final, England and Australia may be meeting in the last 16, so we might be doing this chat all over again in a few weeks' time.
Thanks.
Well, that would be a great chat in a few weeks' time, wouldn't it? Great to hear from Joe Curry and Alicia Ferguson there, as always. What was interesting, Alicia saying that England aren't actually considered one of the favourites. I mean, these are the European champions, and they did it in quite some style. I mean, we would say that, of course, because it was here on home turf. Are you surprised to hear that, Anita?
No, not really. I think if you look at all the press reports, a lot of people are saying the same things, and that's largely because you're missing key players, Leah Williamson, Beth Mead, Fran Kirby. These were all instrumental players in the Euro final, you know, winning across that tournament as well, and they're not here in this competition. Okay. But I think for us, you know, I think we have probably more of a positive outlook. It's about how they just, you know, focus on each game as it comes. And the most important thing is getting to a good start in the opening match.
Yeah, and like you say, they've got experience of winning. Like Julia Walsh, who's just gone and won the Champions League as well. So we've got winners in our side, don't get us wrong. So I think the players, whether they're not under pressure or they are under pressure, they'll be wanting to go, they're in it to win it for sure.
Yeah, well, it's England-Haiti, the opening game for Serena Wiegmann's side, kicking off at 11 o'clock today. Of course, we've got the second half coming up for USA against Vietnam. I mean, how do you think this one is going to play out? Because for that opening 45 minutes, as we say, so much went on there, and Vietnam really put in a good show. They held their own. They were not afraid. As you say, you know, they lacked that little bit of quality going forward. They didn't really get many chances on the break. They were pretty much in their own half. But do you think they've got the stamina to sort of carry that through, or will the USA now just, you know, bulldoze them in that second half with all the talent they have on the bench as well?
I think that was going to be my kind of thought process. Was you could see bodies on the line. You could see towards the end of the first half there they were starting to tire. You could see they were struggling a little bit. So for me, that is the question. I don't think they'll quite have the stamina to put up with the US if they keep firing.
OK, well, we can see that the teams are on the pitch. They're about to kick off for the second half, so it's time to hand you back to our commentator, Steve Wilson.
And they get the second half underway, kicking from right to left. Against the Vietnamese in the red. It's the opening game in Group E, and they're in right from the start of the second half. They nearly scored in the opening, 10 seconds of the second period, and it was nearly Smith again. It's a really good chance. She'd be disappointed to miss that. She just needed to put her laces through it and has sliced it wide. Otherwise, it would surely have been a hat-trick for Sophia Smith. Well, Vietnam a bit fortunate to get away with that. Kim Tan with the clearance. Big Chui with the pass away to Vatsu. The substitute has just come on. Vatsu running into traffic, running into white shirts and dispossessed by Andy Sullivan. I wonder if we'll see Rose Lavelle take to the field today amongst the United States substitutes, one of the class of 2019 who lifted the World Cup in France. She suffered a knee injury back in April, the midfielder, and has not played for her country or her club since, but is fit, we understand, at least fit enough to play some part. They might want to ease her into the tournament, one of the real stars of the World Cup 4 years ago, Rose Lavelle. Crystal Dunn with this throw-in. Well won for Vietnam by Xiu Mi. Smith's forward ball. First time on it goes from De Mello out towards Horan. Free kick for handball is the decision made by the referee Boucher Kabui here. Savannah De Mello is going to take it. In it goes, and headed wide at the near post. Ertz got the final touch. Had to be brave to go ploughing into that area. Got a decent contact on it. Wide of Kim Tan's right-hand post. Here's Germa. And Sanea to Julie Ertz. Ertz, it was a strong one from Van Toe. Cross is cut out by the US. Andy Sullivan has dealt with it. Vietnam have a throw-in. It's been taken by Tilawan, back to T2. That's a little bit short. It's given away to Sophia Smith. As Haran trying to join her on the right-hand side. Smith accelerating and then running into the challenge of Xiaomi. That's nicely left by Rodman. Rodman again gets it back. Rodman's little dink cross, great cross! Oh, just wide! What a glorious goal it would have been. Lindsay Horan just wide of the post. It's a great move, this. This is the move of the game. Wonderful cross from Rodman. First time side-footed volley from Lindsay Horan. Just wide. Rodman. This is going to be collected again by Haran. Dunn is available. She uses her. Germa. Ertz. Keeper came, got something on it, got a little bit lucky too. She might have collected that, but the opportunity to do so was taken away from her by T Tao, but then Kim Tan does collect the follow-up safely enough, and the whistle has gone. Clear down for Vietnam, ending up in the sandwich between Alex Morgan and Kim Tan. Xiaomi, I think, is going to be okay, but she does need a moment. The second goal here, this is where it was very, very tight. And that's what the technology can do with you. Look at that, the heel, the left heel of T2 playing Alex Morgan onside as Morgan came for that ball into the penalty area there. Kim Tan's punch landed at the foot of Sophia Smith, who put it away. But it was the heel of T2 that meant it counted. Here's T Tao. T2 goes back to goalkeeper Kim Tan. Vatsu, that's overhit and given away to Haran. Dunn. Lindsay Horan. Naomi Germa. Julie Ertz. Haran. Well played, De Mello. That's a corner. Quite a hefty looking collision here between Xiaomi, who is in the walls again, and Van Soo, who were both trying to cover here. Corner kick, United States. De Mello takes it, good pace on it, firmly headed away. Had more time than that. Vatsu, but the clearance is coming straight back to Ertz. Ertz turning away from Vatsu. Looked like handball by the Vietnamese substitute, and it is. It's going to be a free kick to the United States. She went to ground here. It was up onto the arm of the Vietnamese defender Chu Tao. Horan and Smith and Morgan amongst those sniffing inside the penalty area. Emily Fox is right on the edge of it. Rodman is lurking. Delivered deep to the back post and hunched around under some pressure as well by Kim Tan for a corner kick on the far side. And Alex Morgan right behind her, making life very uncomfortable. Kim Tan had missed that. Alex Morgan might have just been able to get anything on it to put it in the net. Remains 2-0. Sullivan with the corner this time. It's coming through to Ertz, very tight angle. And the goalkeeper, Kim Tan, has got a free kick anyway, having been fouled in what was a congested goal mouth. Ertz is trying to lob it back over the goalkeeper here into the danger area, and Kim Tan was just tall enough and was fouled anyway. It's a painful one. You heard the shout of pain. I think a card is coming out here. It's going to be the first yellow card of the game, and Lindsay Horan is booked. Big Tree in some pain here. So Lindsay Horan into referee Bouchra Karboui's notebook, or more accurately on the back of her card. Free kick driven forward by Tu Tung. Collected by Healing. Nice little layoff from Bitui, but cut out by Horan. Rodman trying to run in behind. Zia Mir was aware that Rodman was there and then plays it off Trinity Rodman, and it's going to be a throw in to Vietnam. Well, the first 10 minutes of the second half have been safely negotiated, just about, by the Vietnamese side, though Sophia Smith could and arguably should have completed a hat-trick in the first few seconds of the second half. Crystal Dunn with this throw-in. Hooked around the corner, brought down by Rodman, kept away from Smith, and then given away, but won back with a very firm challenge by Sullivan. So firm that it's left Bitui down in pain. She's in the wars again. She's been down 2 or 3 times in this second half. Bitui. Substitutes are getting ready to come on for Vietnam, as you can see. Thi Kyo, who's a defender with Ho Chi Minh City, is going to be coming on shortly by the looks of it. He's only just returned from a ruptured ACL, actually, Thi Kyo. It looks like she's going to be coming on wearing 3. And also Hai Yun, who plays for Hanoi, who is a forward, is coming on. They certainly won't want to lose Big Tui. Looks like they might be reconsidering the change. Tikio is definitely ready to come on, but Hai Yun seems to have sat down again, and Mi Ang is now getting ready to come on, wearing number 22. But we shall see. What we do know is that it's a free kick to the United States, which Andy Sullivan will take. Looking for Haran. Haran's looping header. Kim Tan is there again. Kim Tan's early clearance away downfield is picked off comfortably by Sullivan, who hurdles the challenge of Ti Tao and finds Fox. Fox down the line to Rodman, who is coming back from an offside position, and it's a free kick to Vietnam. And maybe an opportunity for them to make those changes now. Rodman offside. Play back underway. Rodman. Well covered by Xiu Mi. Thiloan with the forward ball, which is deflected out of play for a Vietnamese throw-in, and now it looks like the Vietnamese are ready to make those changes. So Ti Kio, wearing 3, is going to come on, and Mi Ang, wearing 22, is coming on. Tu Tuong is going to be replaced by Ti Kio. US are also making substitutions as we just wait for the entry into the pitch of Mi Ang, and those two don't need any introduction. Rose Lavelle and Megan Rapinoe are going to be coming on for the United States. Seems to be some confusion with the fourth official here over getting exactly the right number into the board so that Mi Ang can come on, and it is the unfortunate Bik Tui, who's played well, who is coming off, but she's been clattered a couple of times in this second half. And is going to be wrapped up for another day. Throw-in was taken, but the referee doesn't want play to continue. She wants the United States to make their substitutions. And on comes Megan Rapinoe for a 200th appearance in the jersey of the United States. And Rose Lavelle is coming on for De Mello, and Alex Morgan making way for Megan Rapinoe. Great roar to welcome maybe the most recognisable women's footballer in the world, wearing number 15 for the United States, Megan Rapinoe. Equally significantly is the return to football after injury of Rose Lavelle, wearing number 16, her first action since April. Any squad will be stronger if Rose Lavelle, a fit Rose Lavelle, is in it. Heavy touch from Dunn, collected by Vatsu. Given away though, and Lavelle finds Rapinoe, the two substitutes combining immediately. Sliding challenge was from Tu Tao. 63 goals in those 200 now appearances for her country. She will retire at the end of the American club season. She is now 38. And she's just rolled the ball out of play for a Vietnamese throw-in. Which is going to be taken by Tu Tao. To Ho Young Yu. Rapinoe with the throw-in in a hurry to get the ball forward in the direction of Smith. Trinity Rodman is in the middle, Horan on the edge of the penalty area. It's a half-slice clearance, which Horan can collect and feed to Emily Fox, back to Ertz. Naomi Girma now. Horan. Holding off Zia Mi, and that's a decent ball. Fox can supply the cross, too long for Lavelle. Dunn won't reach it either. Been a little bit wasteful in front of goal, the United States. I think that'll be a source of frustration to their coach, Vlatko Andonovski. A win's a win, and you just want to win your first game in the World Cup finals. They'll take that, but there's certainly not been an avalanche of goals as there was against Thailand 4 years ago. Nothing like it. Here's Naomi Girma. Julie Ertz. 20 minutes into the second half. Remember that the Netherlands and Portugal complete the first phase matches in Group E tomorrow in Dunedin, in what's likely to be a very competitive group. Fox letting Lavelle take it up. Horan in the middle. Keeper's done enough. Rapinoe off target. It's going to fall low, and it's over the top of the crossbar. Emily Fox doesn't score too many. Scored her first ever international goal in a win over Ireland in April, in the same game in which Rose Lavelle was injured. Couldn't keep it down. Horan would have scored, but for the glove of Kim Tan. And how many times have we said that during the course of the game? Kim Tan can be proud of her performance in the Vietnamese goal, not least for saving that penalty from Alex Morgan. Tikio. Forward from Zia Mi. This is Tu Tao. No one in the penalty area for Vietnam at the moment. Ho Young Nhu. Chi Tao. Chi Luan forward. Ho Young Nhu can't get there. Chi Tao having another go to try to get Vietnam some possession inside the United States penalty area. That's hardly happened in this game. Forward from Chi Tao and kept away from Ho Young Nhu acrobatically by Julie Ertz. Did really well. Here she is again. One of four in this US starting lineup for today, who began the World Cup final 4 years ago. Rapinoe and Lavelle have taken that tally a little higher. Tu Tao infield to Vatsu. Vatsu onto the head of Ertz. Lavelle. Well, she's lost it. Lavelle managed to then win it back again from T2. Dunn. Not a great ball from Dunn. Didn't give Horan a chance. Next on the agenda for the United States, it's Wellington. Long way south of here, but still North Island. In what will be a repeat of the 2019 Women's World Cup final. From Lyon to Wellington. United States against the Netherlands. Vietnam will play Portugal in Hamilton next, before finishing against the Netherlands in Dunedin. The United States head back here, north to Auckland, to take on Portugal in their third game of Group E. Incredible experience his side are getting. Naomi Girma, Julie Ertz, Sullivan. Wasn't the best ball for Haran, and Haran was just knocked off it by Healing. Girma. Haran. Smith's heading for the penalty area with her arm raised. No wonder she's on a hat-trick. Lavelle. Sullivan. Girma. Smith. Oh, lovely dummy. Rodman just had it taken away from her by T2. Ertz with the header. Angled from Vatsu back in field towards T-Tao. Long in the direction of Ho Young-Nyu. Great run by Fox. And then the pass just behind Rodman. Fox had done ever so well and then just couldn't find Rodman. Chances are it'll be a long trip for the United States supporters. Final in Sydney in around about 4 weeks' time. They might be there. Might be a few eyebrows raised if they're not. Here's Lavelle. Good change of pace from Lavelle. Rapinoe! She'll be furious with herself. It's another chance that goes astray. Well played, Lavelle. Just that little change of pace. Picked out Rapinoe. Lindsay Horan is smiling about it. Megan Rapinoe is most definitely not. Nicely won. Vatsu. Blocked by Dunn. And words of advice are for Alyssa Thompson. Could become the second youngest USA player ever to feature at a World Cup and only the second 18-year-old. Rapinoe. Haran went down in stages. Haran, the free kick is given though. Well, going to play on now. And now there's a foul by Rodman. It's going to be a free kick to Vietnam. Second half has been a bit of a scrappy affair. Ho Young-Nyu. That's a very good ball indeed into T-Tao. Needs support. Ho Young-Nyu is arriving. T-Tao delivered it too early. And Alyssa Ney is grateful for the touch and sends it away to Lindsay Horan. Girma for Ertz. Suddenly there are fewer than 20 minutes to play and it's still only the USA 2, Vietnam 0. Crystal Dunn. Rapinoe. Dunn. not quite. Not quite. So an opportunity for a change, and here comes Alyssa Thompson. She is 18 years, 257 days old today, and she is about to become the second youngest United States player ever to feature in a Women's World Cup finals, and Trinity Rodman is making way, the youngest ever, by the way, to play for the US in a Women's World Cup. As Alyssa Thompson comes on is Tiffany Roberts, who is one of the assistant coaches to Vlatko Andonovski here today. So Alyssa Thompson is on for the United States. And Ho Young-New, captain, well, she's being booked for not going off quickly enough. She is making the point, I need to give the captain's armband to somebody. But Ho Young-New is substituted and yellow carded as she goes. And Hai I-un is coming on. So Hai I-un is on. Ho Young-New is off. And Hai I-un goes straight up front, the Hanoi striker. Straight positional swap. We've got 15 minutes to play. That's all. Ertz into the channel, covered by TKO, who made the error. Haran, 3-0. It's been coming. Chances have been made and missed with increasing frequency in this second half by the United States. But Lindsey Haran makes no mistake, and they lead by 3. Good ball forward by Ertz. Mistake really by TKO. And Haran, with Kim Tan out of her goal, fires in the third, with an assist, by the way, for Sonia Smith, who has 2 goals and an assist in this game now. Haran with the goal, Sophia Smith's assist. USA 3, Vietnam 0. Tao with the forward ball to Vatsu. Has to be a free kick. T2 was all over Alyssa Thompson. She missed the final against the Dutch 4 years ago. Lindsey Haran, having scored against Thailand and Sweden on their way to Lyon in the final. She'll be desperate to be in Sydney in 4 weeks' time. Rapinoe looks like she's going to have a go, is going to have a go, and it's wide. Got the dip, but not the direction. Kim Tan's clearance. Nodded on by Haiyun. Hai Ling unable to keep the ball in play. Rapinoe's throw. Smith settles for the corner. It was put behind by Ziomi. Just to delay whilst the goalkeeper has a word with Rose Lavelle about her positioning as Rapinoe prepares to take this corner. Low in towards the near post, flicked by Ertz into the side netting. And another corner is given. There was a flick from Ertz. It might have come off must have come off a Vietnamese defender as well. Rapinoe to take this corner kick. There's Vatu away. Crystal Dunn forward. Haran. Rapinoe. That's an attempted goal, I think. Either that or an ambitious cross towards Alyssa Thompson. $41,107 is the attendance. Just slightly fewer than saw New Zealand beat Norway here in the opening match of this tournament, which was, you may recall, the biggest crowd ever to watch a football match in New Zealand, men or women. So this is the second biggest. Haran. Lavelle's layoff. Haran. Fox. Fox with the cross. Rapinoe trying to get onto it. Headed away by T2. The flag is up on the far side for offside, and it's going to be a free kick to Vietnam. The United States are looking to make another couple of substitutions at this point. Kelly O'Hara is one of them, and Sophia Huerta the other, but not before this free kick is taken. Ertz. Ziomi. Titao. Almost found its way to Rose Lavelle. Hai Ling here. Tao. Vatu. Came off Crystal Dunn, I think, though she's saying otherwise, and she's got the decision. It is going to be a throw-in to the United States. An opportunity for them to make these changes now. Kelly O'Hara is coming on first in place of Crystal Dunn. Straight positional swap that. Opportunity for Kelly O'Hara to get some minutes under her belt. And Sophia Huerta is on for Emily Fox. Nice little back heel. Alyssa Thompson here. Crosses deep, too deep. Is an opportunity to squeeze it through to Lavelle, and off the underside of the bar. It didn't cross the line. Alyssa Thompson has collected the rebound. No, it did cross the line. I think the referee... Well, actually, she just pointed to her watch, suggesting to me for a moment that the technology had said that the ball had crossed the line, but I don't think that's the case. The ball had gone out of play, I think. Play is going to restart with a Vietnamese free kick. Well, Rose Lavelle hammered the underside of the crossbar. The ball did not cross the line. Smith did well to stay on her feet. Lavelle couldn't. Hai Ling. Chu Tao. Haran, Rapinoe back into Haran. Cleared away by Thi Kyo for Vietnam. Naomi Girma. That was an extraordinary close thing from Rose Lavelle, but it did bounce down off the underside of the bar. And on the wrong side of the line from their point of view, the right side from Vietnam's, Smith is trying to work her way into the penalty area. And the free kick is given against Sophia Smith. It's a tiring Vietnamese side now, tiring United States side as well. Actually, it's been a good workout for both. A physically tough encounter. This. Well, here is the confirmation that the goal line technology did its job. It was a thunderous strike from Rose Lavelle off the underside of the crossbar and just the right side of the line from Vietnam's point of view. Haran forward. Kim Tan in the Vietnamese goal. Well, they might have conceded 3, Vietnam, but Kim Tan has kept the score down on occasion, not least from that Alex Morgan penalty. Kelly O'Hara, substitute getting into the action. That's a strong challenge from O'Hara. Vietnamese didn't like it very much. Hai Ling is down here. Strong challenge on Hai Ling by O'Hara. Referee is giving Hai Ling every opportunity here, and they are going to make a substitution. Thi Vun is coming on, midfielder. And Hai Ling, having been caught there by O'Hara, is not going to be coming back. Thi Vun on. Referee has decided actually it wasn't a foul. It's going to be an uncontested drop ball. Germa. Ertz. Nicely brought down by Lavelle. Here's Juliet. Naomi Germa. Fourth official is coming out to hold up the board to show how many added minutes there are going to be, and it's going to be 9. Lavelle. Nicely done. Jabbed away by Ziomi. Back in by Huerta. Germa. Oh, nice dummy, Haran. Lavelle into Haran. Rapinoe couldn't quite get it back to Rose Lavelle. Flicked on up towards Hai Yun for Vietnam. Given away to Haran. Anywhere will do for Vietnam at the moment. Germa. O'Hara. Rapinoe. And out of play. Chu Tao with this throw-in for Vietnam. I think that they, had you offered them a 3-0 defeat in this game against the world champions prior to kickoff, they would have happily accepted it. There's still a way to go, though, with the 9 added minutes. Huerta. Haran. Well played. Lavelle, Haran. Rapinoe. Just dispossessed in the nick of time. And the clearance from Vatsu. Cannoned off O'Hara, and it's a Vietnamese throw-in. There's a Vietnamese player hurt on the edge of the penalty area. Chu Tao is back on her feet quickly. Rapinoe. Haran back into Rapinoe. Smith. It's done well, wriggled through 2 or 3 challenges, still going. Sullivan. Huerta. Lavelle. Lavelle, that's a lovely ball. Lindsay Haran, nicely done. Smith. Haran, can they pick their way through? Just too many defenders. Sheer weight of numbers keeping the United States out at the moment. Rapinoe's ball in is blocked. United States pushing hard for a 4th goal. Vietnam doing everything they can to keep them at bay. With still more than 5 minutes of added time to play. Rose Lavelle, that's a lovely ball. O'Hara's pass into Rapinoe was beautifully weighted to corner. 9th of the game for the US, taken too quickly for the referee's liking. Rapinoe's corner. Firm header out. It was an excellent header from Tikio. Germa. Tikio there again, another super defensive header. Hayun is outnumbered. Ball kept in play by Sofia Huerta. Naomi Germa. Rapinoe. Chutao with the clearance. Lindsay Horan for the United States, taken away from her by Hayun. Rose Lavelle. Hayun once again. Vatsu back into Chutao. Just cannot keep possession at the moment, Vietnam. Slip was unfortunate from Hayun. He doesn't look especially pleased, but I'm sure when he reflects upon the effort and commitment and the tactical determination that his side has shown, that Mai Duk Chung will be very pleased and proud of what his side have given him in Auckland here today. Kelly O'Hara. Lindsay Horan. Lovely ball that is. Oh, unlucky. Lavelle just wasn't quite able to rise enough. Beautifully floated ball by Horan. In fact, the flag went up on the far side and it would not have counted. The play is going to restart with a free kick for offside against Lavelle. Such a super footballer. Ertz, Horan, Rapinoe. Excellent footing. Chutao to Teven. On by Hayun. Tiloan with the cross. Good break. Really good little passage of play for Vietnam, this. Rapinoe to Horan. Germa. Ertz. Into what might be the last minute of added time. Alyssa Thompson. Good cross, another good defensive header from Tikio. O'Hara. And wildly over the top from Horan. This could possibly be the last of what is almost 30 attempts at the Vietnam goal in this game for the United States. The clearance from Kim Tan is headed by Rose Lavelle. Here is Horan once more. O'Hara looking for Rapinoe. Challenge on Rapinoe. She's back on her feet quickly. In from O'Hara. Headed out. Another brilliant header from Tikio has been absolutely brilliant in the air. And the referee blows her whistle. Bushra Kaboubi from Morocco. It is 3 points for the United States, a victory which everybody expected, secured by 2 first-half goals from Sophia Smith and a second-half strike from Lindsay Horan, but that only really tells half the story. Kim Tan saved a penalty from Alex Morgan in the first half. Rose Lavelle smashed one off the underside of the bar. They were wasteful in front of goal, in all honesty. Job done. The reigning champions are off and running with a victory, but Vietnam can be very proud of their efforts too, as it finishes the United States 3, Vietnam 0.
Catch me if